that's why we're working with you, like ways doing that one thing.
Yeah.
You just send up people like,
Try to get the funding.
yeah, I'm like, yeah, it's fun. Just like,
It's even crazier now, like with the business. Like that wasn't even like that was a litmus test, right?
yeah.
So now having to have reach, like one of my buddies was like, damn, Iris, you got reach.
Yeah.
Cause it's like, I be having trips in Columbus, Indiana, Cleveland, DC, Atlanta,
Yep.
California. But it's just like, damn, how you got that much reach? So, that was just in the city. So,
Right.
yeah, that was pretty dope. Shout out to everybody who definitely helped out that day and made it happen.
Yeah, Columbus ain't ready. Columbus ain't ready. Welcome back. We back.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
We ain't never really we got other content. It just, had to kind of restructure, regroup, like everybody else, be in our bag. But, we stay in our bag. So right now, I think we're discussing some of the new things that's on your plate, our plate, that we want to kind of drive and make sure we drive it home.
Yeah.
I think that's really important. But I'll let you introduce it and then we'll talk about it.
But before that, like, I don't know, people, like, it's a lot of things about gatekeeping and stuff like that. It's like, we're literally doing it again. Like, all we did was meet with each other. You got to vibe for each other, start creating content. So we have ideas, we just bounce it off each other.
Yeah.
You're more extroverted. I'm introverted, it's got to work. But I learned some things that I applied. That's what we found. I learned some things, how to be extroverted, how to get the message out there. And I made a comment about Soup January 1st, Haitian. Haitian Independence.
Yeah, and I think you were saying you want to bring people together. So you want, I think, the driving force to be the Haitians, but let this event be for everybody, right? Yeah. And I think that's really the best way to win.
Right.
And like I was telling you, that means you have to be really good at lobbying, right?
Right.
You have to be really good at lobbying. And I think that's something we all need to be good at, especially if we...
So what does lobbying mean to you? Like, I have ideas, like I just group people, but like, I don't actually have a term. I should look it up, but we got cameras. We just want to free flow. Like,
yeah.
How do you what's lobbying to you? Like, how do you?
So I think lobbying have two components.
Right.
I think it's definitely funding is number one, and then putting on a show.
Okay.
So when you have a good show, people don't mind funding it, right?
Right.
So that's what makes a good lobby. So when you have a good story, people don't mind funding it.
Okay.
And I think you were talking about lobbying, and I was going in to tell you, like, it's interesting that we're talking about this because I was watching some programming and they talked about, actually the Donald Trump programming, where he talked about the Kennedy Center, right? And the Kennedy Center is lacking, or has been in the past, has been lacking funding. So what happened when you lack funding? Program dies, things like that. So I think the number one thing that he noticed was dying was the programming.
Okay.
Nobody wants to come to these programs because they're not interested. So nobody wants to, so it's harder to lobby and get what he wants.
Okay.
So I think what you're saying is you want some funding because you're bringing people together.
Yeah.
So this might be something new that you're not a regular promoter that's going to go to people and hand out flyers and things like that. So you need some really good corporate sponsors.
Correct. Or hit up somebody, airlines, hotel, like I'm going back to Blueprint.
Right.
Hit the major people, the convention center, go from them and then let them do the distribution in a way. Lobby.
Yeah. So that's what lobbying is to me. So I think when we have this conversation, this discussion, I think we would need a lot of help from, you guys who are interested in culture, who are interested in just the fabric of not only the young leadership, but in the fabric of the Haitian communities, and then also allies of the Haitian community. We're going to have to pull from all those assets that we have and really to make it happen to where it could be grand and it has to be consistent. And then the second part that I was mentioning was the programming, right? We got put on a show that people like, enjoy, will make them feel like, oh, my money was well spent.
Yeah.
So I think that's that path.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about it gotta be before January, it gotta be a build up. Because I saw a video like, why such a gap between December and January? So a week of just festivity. So probably each point of Columbus. So be more diverse, north side, east side, historic areas.
Yeah.
And then meet up downtown. And a green line from the green line city is going to propose.
I think you have a good network from, I think that gentleman, the Haitian restaurant.
Yeah.
For him, I think, you have some good people that want to see these things happen.
Yeah.
Your job now, just make sure that you sell the show to them so you can we can get the funding.
Yeah.
And I think if you guys care enough, there's a couple things we could do. So
do a survey so we get some, live feedback, not just our thoughts, it works. It's already proven we did it.
Yeah.
But this is a greater scale that we're working on. So we're going to have a survey to get your input and feedback. And just contact us, DM us as one. We'll work on the name, but yeah, just DM us right now where we watching this.
Yeah, for sure. Get on it, man. Get on it. Get on the boat. But we're going to show you how to. This is the beginning.
Yeah.
It's important, and everything has to have a foundation, right?
Yeah.
So a beginning of something new. This is not the beginning of as one. This is a beginning of now. How do we channel this in a new way? So yeah, I mean that's how you do it. That's just the first thing is to make sure that we are lobbying to the right people.
So right people.
Yeah.
We find that by just going out there and discovering. Like we can't tell.
I mean, I think one thing I'm learning is what they were saying. They said, what is it? It said,
I remember what you said. What shall see your face?
What's for you shall see your face, yeah. But not that. It's lobbying starts home before it goes abroad.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think you don't want to put your information in anybody's hands, right?
Okay.
Just for few examples that I will give you would be great people to lobby with. And Mike Brown, very good insight. I'm sure he don't mind giving funding to some ideas you may have. My man with the shooting range. And this is again reaching into our bag.
Okay.
You know, people we've interviewed before.
Okay.
And reaching out and saying, hey, look, this is what As One's doing.
Okay.
Or whatever it is.
Correct.
Going to be called and say, hey, look, this is something cool. This is something new. Now I want you to be a part of it. You know, let's hold hands and take this walk together, right?
Okay.
So we have to start internally before we start looking external.
Yep.
You know, because
that makes sense.
people believe in you. And that's how you know, right? If you really believe in you or not, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's another litmus test, right? So it's like, if you're selling somebody you've been, you know, kind of going batting for, right? They should definitely deem you worthy to invest in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because even when I'm doing this, it's like connecting the dot. Oh, like, I know this person that does this. Like they did this before. The thumb is like, all right, let me try to resync. Like circle back. They see, circle back. But like connections, like, hey, see how it works. They mean different status, but hey, they can still help to capacity, and that's where you get that validation. Like, is your thing viable?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely viable. So yeah, definitely. It's overall, I think community is big, right?
Yeah.
Community reaching in your bag. Seeing how much you can really do is big, because a lot of times we don't know what our capabilities are. We're out here doing. And then at the end of the day, because you didn't use your resources right, you kind of either get burnt out,
right,
or, you just keep doing. Be a do boy, right?
Yeah.
But what I've noticed on my journey I've been on is, get in front of the right people, network with the right people, bring the right people along. Go to people that celebrate you, go to people that believe in your ideas and not want to string you along for maybe a grand thing. And it's like, no, everybody don't want to be stringed along for something grand. We're here to be servant. We're here to be used, not misused, not abused. And when we say things and when we do things, it needs to be met in that same order, because nobody wants to hold an umbrella for somebody for the rest of their life. But what people do want to do is they want to support what you have.
Right.
And once you see that support system, that's when you know what you have. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting me on this journey. Shout out to everybody who believe in me, believe in us. Now we're going after your sponsored dollars. And we can say it with love, right? It's okay. Say it out loud. Say what you want,
Because that's our original intention, as well as bringing everybody. It's like, I remember how we started off, like, you wanted to reach other people. It's like, was it you or somebody's like, they want to be some Caucasian people that focus on, we don't exclude them, but.
It wasn't me though. But we ain't exclude nobody. We want those sponsored dollars, whatever it look like. All right. But for sure.
Because we're doing the work. Like, I went to the hotel, like, who's there now? It's the Catholics. Like, what are they doing here in Columbus for New Year's? Like, all right, I got to tap into them. And I'm thinking about them. I'm thinking, all right, they have an audience. They have people in that crowd. So I'm already seeing how to disperse on lobby.
America is in a unique space right now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of good to highlight these different situations and areas, right?
Yeah.
America is in a real different space right now. So when you can successfully bring people together, considering all the division, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's hard. I think we could do it. I think it's a challenge, but it's another step up from what we was doing up. So we have to recognize that and be serious about it. This is where we was dealing with corporate sponsorship and lobbying. Is a whole nother level up here, because guess what? That means that charts are involved, data is involved.
I love it.
Things like that. So that, when you bring people together, people want to see where their money went to.
Yeah.
You can't say, hey, what if somebody write a check? I'm going to say it right now. What if somebody write a check for $1 million?
Right.
And then what, we going to put them in a little box? And no, we have to do it right. But I think our background has always been doing it right, regardless where we were. So I don't think we would have a problem with that. I think that's very important.
Yeah, the numbers, we did it. I understand the analytics. Like, you don't want the numbers. Like, people want the views, right? You get the views. It's other people that love the way social media moves is based off people's interests. So we interview somebody in insurance, like only certain people are looking for insurance.
Yeah.
So it's not we instantly you don't see the results, but the way we do it, diverse, we do hair salon, security, like we do everything. So it's like
real estate. Yeah.
we get your branding out there. It's not really all we want to see numbers. You can see numbers, but specifically here in Columbus is what we do that we're working towards. So the podcast is just layers. It's a build up. And when we get the data, when we fine tune it 6 months to the event, we get target exact people that we want there. And that wants to be like, we don't have to fight everywhere. Just do what we do naturally, talk and interview people.
Yeah.
That's what the main goal is, like ads. And then, of course, you got to pay for people. We need people for video. Like, it's going to need a production. Like, it's just us now. We need production. We need schedulers, somebody to, chop it up. Because AI is good, but it's like, we want specific results, right? We want this to be production. I've seen so many other content creators using AI. It's all good, but it's like, it's not connection. It's not us.
I think you're getting on something here because recently, like, I'm always on my phone, right? So I'm constantly on Twitter. I get news faster than probably the average person, like this whole takeover today for Venezuela. I was on that. I was like, 3 o'clock, I'm up in the morning, get ready for a trip. I look at my phone, boom, it's right there, right? But that's cool. That's what social media does, right? But I think the real news, what I'm noticing is what's on social media is very different than what's on PBS, World News, or CNN, or any of these other channels. You're just getting a bird eye view online, right? On your phone, on Twitter. It's just like a quick clickbait to get you to click. Might tell you nothing. You go look at people comment. It's really empty news, even though it's not fake news, but it's empty news. But when you sit down and you really, and I think that's what you're getting at is, we don't want just the views, right? The views. We don't want just the clicks. We want to build an actual place for creators and a business, almost like the news.
Yep.
Because when people show up to CNN, they have things they have to do. They have jobs. Now,
you said it.
You don't just get that free click.
Right.
Like if it was just this social group, we just on Twitter. Yeah, it's like, okay, that's fine. Hey, post that real quick. But no, everything has to be thread correctly. Everything has to be in a certain fabric before it can go up on this channel. And that's why not only do we need sponsorships, but we need people willing to work to get this vision out. Because again, we're pushing to another level now to where we're saying, hey, look, come join us. This is because we could do it by ourselves, right? But what good is it when it's just you? When you can help, when you have another person in the basement doing something, or you have somebody in the garage, you have somebody sitting at a park with their selfie stick and trying to, shoot a content. So we wanted to bring people under a roof for a purpose.
And you said work. I'm stuck on that. I get out there.
Yeah.
You said work. Because we all want to spend our day how we do your part, I do my part, and together when we meet, we eat together. That's like nobody's doing that, but it's like everybody want to see you do something, everybody want to go online. I'm not knocking it. I want everybody to do that. But there's an art to it. You have to connect with people. It's like you got to rebrand. People don't have to do that. He was going live. Burnout. He had a team of stuff. You still have to go through life. You have to experience life up and down. Like,
that's crazy. That's a great segue. Yes. I hope y'all got the point. But let's entertain that segue real quick, because I was just thinking about that, right? So you talk about that and what's happening with him, burnout and stuff like that. That's what happened when you don't really have
the structure. You have the money, not
even the structure. It's because you're seeing it. It's not just you're seeing it happen across the streaming world when you don't have the I think the knowledge, really, because they got everything. They got the money, they got this, they got that. They don't have the knowledge. I think I was watching, what did they call it? It's a big streaming platform where Blackboy Max came out of.
Okay.
And a whole bunch of them just left because these group of 2 guys, I think they blew up a long time ago in YouTube, but pretty much they are all leaving because for some reason they thought they could invest in these kids, put them in houses and not ask for no money when they're making tens of thousands of dollars, and they're not making no money, but they're hoping they'll get money off of ads and things like that. But it's like, no, listen, let's get this clear, okay? We are invested into people. So we need results and we need revenue back. We're not saying, let me invest into you like they did and now they're falling off because they didn't have the knowledge. Because business is business.
Yeah.
If I invest into you, I need some of that back that I give you.
Right.
It doesn't matter what it looks like, feels like, need something back. If you make tens of thousands of dollars and I make nothing, I'm burnt out.
Right.
So it's an even exchange. And I think that's what Castanet, well, not specifically Castanet got some other stuff going on. And like, hey, poke your chest out. Boy. It's real out here. It's real. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your mental health. But hey, another thing, I just want to get on camera now and just talk how I talk. Because I'm tired of being suit and tie. You know what I mean? Like, and it ain't even about the clicking the views. It's just that people got to feel me.
Yeah.
Like, if you ain't feeling me, then I'm not doing my job. You feel me? So
that's the thing. Like, even like you do like what Kanye West did, like Cootie, like he was recording documents. Like,
yeah.
At first, I used to be hide. I used to hide it, but man, always like, hold on, I still got polo, but it's like you have a brand. Yeah. It's like move how you feel. It's like people adapt to you. It's like, but we so stuck on culture. We learned the lesson. Like even for the church, like we outgrow the church. Like so, it's a place for the sick. But like, what happened when you're well? Sick, like how do you get well? Like where do you go after that? Like how do you get back? And if you do get back, like are the people getting well? Why is it still there? So it's just like those kind of components. It's a world.
Dang, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You just hit me with that. I ain't even expect you. Sometimes you outgrow the church.
Yeah. I'm always having conversations with people that left the church. Like it's like we always meet outside the church. It's like
because you know what's crazy? This is why it hit me so hard. Because my son Iris, he loved music, and this Christmas I was gonna get him a keyboard, and everybody I was talking to, and I was like, I actually purchased a keyboard, but luckily, this is how God works, right? Luckily, it wasn't in stock for them to ship it out in time enough. So I ended up, replacing it with another gift. But before I purchased it, I was online looking for instructors to teach him the keyboard. Right. So people started telling me like, why don't you take him to the church? They're going to teach him for free. Why don't you take him to the church? They're going to teach him for free. So that's why that hit different when you said some people outgrow the church. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So then what happens when, you get free lessons and you get that, but then what happens when you outgrow the church? Yeah. What other knowledge do you have outside of that? Because we know life is all about experience, right? Right. So that's, I'm going to cut you off.
No, I mean, we can stay on there for a little bit. Like, not too long ago, a musician, they do free lessons. So that's where we come together as one. And the ideas that we're implementing, we're giving a clip or a draft of what we're working on. Is that the connection we want to make? It's people in the church that do music, but like, I know this information, but like, how do I put it back? Like, all right, then we have to go back to the church to watch the kids grow. So it's always a cycle, but from different perspective, different levels.
No, that's just it's ongoing. I see what you're saying. So yeah, it's good. It's good when you're in the church, right? But then what happens when the service is up? And then now you're in the real world. Right. This is where as one kick in.
Yep.
Those free lessons you're giving in the church. Hey, how can we offer it to these kids on this platform? You can't take them to church. You see the beauty of it?
Exactly. But guys, I ain't no pastor, but we need a pastor on the joint. We haven't had a pastor in the church. They can't make money. It's like only the church can make money. So there's different levels. Like, all right, how can only a pastor get paid or the people that's on staff? But like, anyway, but that's the thing. I don't like the camera guy. Like,
that's church.
You're not paying a camera guy. Like,
but this
some churches.
This is what's crazy.
That's every church.
You're talking from experience.
Yeah.
So it's not that, and people don't say things out loud if it's not coming from love. That's another thing I really strongly believe in. I can look at my homies and I can tell them straight because it's coming from a lovable place. Right. And that's how I want that reflected back to me, right? Yeah. Sometimes when people talking to me and I know it's not coming from a loving place, I can tell because they can't say it out loud, So we're talking from a place of love and experience. So it's important. We're not just sitting up here and saying, hey, look, we're trying to do this. No, we're talking from two experts who's been doing this for a long time. If you search videos of me from Slap ENT to Bobby Biz to As One to LICI to even Hackernet to all these different things we've been a part of, you will see we've been doing this for a long time. So when we talk, it's from experience and it's from a place of love, because if we don't love or we don't believe in what we're saying, we want to bring some of these things up. And that's why, and those are the kinds of people we want to lobby with. Let's be clear. Those are the kind of people who, not saying experience, but we're saying that are passionate and loving enough to make sure that they say things out loud and, no hidden agendas, nothing. So that way we're all on the same page because it's very important.
Like, yeah, I got, like, it's not even more people that want to connect with you. It's like, all right, these people out the blues, like, there's like, I did this already. It's like, don't put myself, I know the cost is going to be associated to this. Like,
Yeah.
I can't offer for free. It's like, we got to grow now. It's like, have more value. You have kids. It's like, people we connected with, they need to pay for stuff, like moving around. It's like still community. It's like, we're there. It has to be reciprocal.
Yeah, it has to make sense. I think it has to make sense for not only us, but our families. It has to make sense for our supporters, our guests. And, we're just here to grow, and we're inviting you guys on the journey we're trying to embark on with your families and your loved ones, because it's a lot of good things we're doing. And I'm sure it's a lot of good things you guys are doing too. So let's hold hands. Let's make that chain a strong chain, a chain that, can last when we're gone. And I think that's what's bigger than a lot of people, they're not, I feel like that. I understand stuff. Like, I could process real quick, right? But some people can't process as quick as me. So then what I end up having to slow down to kind of get
Dumb it down, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like, just trust me. I think that's what you told me the other day. And that's powerful in its own. So let's get into it, man. What you got there?
You might have to chop this up, but the idea is just coming together. And before we did a video component, like, that was a natural talent.
Yeah.
But this time we'll incorporate sponsors because we've been doing this for free. And the Haitian community been doing this for free. Like, on January 1st, they always give soup for free. So I'm like, if they're doing this for free to show independence, why not the community pour into it with money to make it a bigger thing so that we can unite? So it won't be a money thing. Like, people who can give, you give. If you have a talent, share it. That's what we've been doing as one. But this year, we had to expand it to reach everybody here in Columbus, Ohio. Like, let's boom. Let's create the economy with us, not these tech companies. We want them to help us with the monetary, but like, hey, what do we want it to look like? Through our music, through our artists. Let's show who's here. How do we do it through video? How can we get in contact with the president? They pretty much show them video, transcribing it, or somebody in the foundation. This video will get out to who needs to hear it. Like, all the fighting, all the planning, we have to structure to make it finalized, but it's just getting the word out there. That's what we're working on. So January 1st, Soup Joumou, if you could do that here in Columbus, I think that'd be a great asset because it's healthy. It's a healthy food portion or mix. And it's New Year's. Everybody doing New Year's resolution. It's a fresh start for everybody. Like, we talked about the church earlier. We talked about church. Things like, let's do it together. Let everything do what they do, but let's do it as one downtown and the Black community. So we draft it, a week from Christmas, like Kwanzaa, but we just do it different here in Columbus. Let's attract tourists. Like, we need people to come here. Like, I'm from Chicago. That's cool and all, but why not Columbus? It's here. It's up the street. We have a lot of major opportunities just like Chicago. But here in Columbus, I flew in a helicopter. I never did that in Chicago. I went to the hockey game, the CBJ. I never did that in Chicago. Kayaking. There's so many things I did here.
That's the first time I heard somebody say CBJ. Columbus Blue Jays? Okay.
Yeah, we got hockey.
CBJ. Okay.
It's a diverse,
yeah.
And the mayor supports immigrants. So the world is a majority immigrant. Like, here in the United States, we have to unite. Why not do it here in Columbus? Like, it makes perfect sense to me. So
I think you're right, man. I think we definitely have a lot of work to do. And just wanted to kind of ask you some questions, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can clarify. So in lobbying, you have to create a clear line.
Okay.
Profit or nonprofit.
Okay.
Because with for-profit, you can still lobby. You just lobby for profit. That's fine, right? Now, for nonprofit, it's a lot different. Or are you saying as one could work with communities and nonprofit? Just wanted to clarify, see where your head was.
So I was thinking of that because I'm looking at the entertainment media. They charge, say, $250 for a podcast, but we could incorporate sponsors to pay 80 and 20. Like, if the guest can pay 20% of the cost and 80 goes to sponsor, so sponsor get placement, and we have to distribute that person. So that's one component. But to make it clear, that's something I want to run across with you. Like, because a podcast is typically promotion, you just distribute content, but it's people working behind it. So I can't say that's a trick question, not a trick question, but like something I have to
iron out.
Yeah,
iron out. But I think I understand what you're saying though. So with just looking at a podcast, just in general, is for promotion.
Correct.
And companies have promotion budgets. Right? Whether it's a nonprofit, private, everybody has a commercial budget.
Correct.
Or if not commercial, what do they call it? Marketing budget.
Correct.
right? So maybe that's what we're going after.
Yeah.
Going after marketing budget and things like that. So
Because what I'm learning is you need the people that we're interviewing to put in too. Because give take, it's not even how much, but you have to let them feel like they're contributing. If you give stuff for free, it's like they won't see.
man, listen, yeah, you preach to the choir.
Yeah.
Because even at my earliest stages of promoting parties in college, right, we were advised by cops, security guards, club owners, even though it's your party, pay to get in. Even though it's your I'm gonna say it again. Even though it's your party, you pay to get in. You know what that does? That sets the standard for the other people behind you. So I understand what you're saying. And that was always my thing. So sometimes I might be with a group of 30 people. So because I don't want 30 people walking in my event free, I get to that counter, I'm gonna drop a 10 or a 20, even if I get that back later on.
Yeah.
But pay away. And yeah, nobody gonna do that for free. So everybody has to, and it's not so much, it's again, it boils down to that.
It's biblical too.
It's promotion.
It's spiritual too. Like give in order to receive. Like you have. I'm really struggling with that because everybody says not for profit. I'm pro profit. Like I don't know not for profit business. So it's like I hear good idea to do not for profit, but it's like I see the effects. It's like it's good. Like I grew up in not for profit. The church is not for profit, but it's like when you outgrow it, it's like all right, you need to sustain yourself.
No. That's fine. But that's why it has to be clear.
Yeah.
Right.
So what you think? Because like I'm thinking for profit, but
I think for profit. I think it's sweat, it's work, it's time, it's leaving our families. That's one of the big things. Whenever I'm leaving my family, I'm thinking, okay, why am I away from my babies?
Yeah.
Why am I away from my wife? Does it make sense? And I have in the past, I've done a lot of stuff, and it's just like I'm just doing. Now I ain't moving an inch unless my phone ring. Now I'm making thank God. I'm thanking God. My phone ring. I'm like thank you God.
Yeah.
Because
thank you, Lord.
Before my phone ring, it could be just to go out there and just be out there, right?
Yeah.
But I thank God.
But yeah, so the umbrella, that's it's how it is. Like it has to be for profit. Everybody's doing for profit. Like then you create conflict. So you're having money in to get what you need. Because I'm playing with AI. Like look at my page, I see the reels, the effects of it versus not paying. Like I could you've been in the community doing stuff for free. It's like so you see the back end of paying and not paying. Like the money in, don't like. So when you get social media managers, like we're helping you allocate that. So it's like with the podcast, getting your message across to the right people for the right reason. So yeah, thanks for saying that. It's like, yeah, it has to be for profit. I can't make it both not profit. So the entity, the umbrella will be not for profit, but the podcast would be for profit to fund the not for profit. Yeah. So like 80-20.
Call lawyer.
Yeah.
Top dog. Top dog.
Yeah. Because he's
top dog law. Hey, this is not at all promotion top dog. That money this way.
That's how it works.
Nah, they gotta cut that check first though.
They could, but you see, this is social media. Like you can actually, YouTube is working on that. So like every time you mention a name, they'll automatically put a blip in.
Yeah, but we ain't get no money for that.
You never know. But it's in the works. They're talking about that. Or they talk about it, but I ain't really can't regurgitate to right now. But
yeah,
that's a strategy they're working on.
Nah, for sure, though.
Yeah.
Nah, definitely run it,
top dog.
Working at it and kind of fine tune it. But I think it just has to be clear. Again, we're all, bro. Like we're showing, trying to get ideas and stuff together. I don't get that a lot, You don't get that as often. Eventually it would be streamed and it really be live.
Yeah, with the streaming.
Like eventually it would be streaming and stuff. I mean,
it's a verb for that.
Yeah, man. That was good. Okay, so introducing it, letting know what the plans are, what the ideas are, identifying the people who we want to lobby with, who we want to bring on board, serious, like-minded people who really are good at their craft. And we're not looking for professionals. We don't want you to be, we're not, well, I mean, if you're professional, yeah, we'll take that. But again, this is something we are trying to start. It's new, it's fresh. So come prepared.
We're revitalizing it. Yeah, we're revitalizing. Because we passed the start stage, we're revitalizing it. So
yeah. So, man. So if you're interested and this sounds appealing to you, hit us up.
Submit that survey. So the survey is really gonna help us because we need to know that the input, like how much are you willing to pay? Like, yeah. The numbers really the numbers don't really, you can have 100 people following you, but you could reach 10,000. It's like, hey, I've seen it, I'm doing it. So it's like, hey, I see the science behind it.
Yeah, once you have a good product, it don't matter where you are at, then people will find it. They will gravitate towards it. I think Yeah, it's again what we talked about. Why would someone want to give you their corporate sponsors? Because you're putting on a good show. You have a good product. And I think that's really important. It don't matter. You could be under a rock if you got a good product. Consumers are gonna come and find you.
Yep.
You know? And I think that's what we've been working on these past couple years, working on the product and making sure that, if you do come into the studio, you see what we're about. You know that we're hitting the most important things. You know what we care about. You know our bottom line. And now we're just introducing a new phase. Because if you're just doing stuff and you're not growing, then what's the use of you doing it? So this is what growth looks like, for both Smith and I.
We intake so much. It's time for us to give back. So
Get back.
Well,
It's time to get back.
you got to breathe, exhale, inhale.
Yeah.
That's
Exhale. We will continue to render these services as they're needed, within our respectable communities and our personal life and other endeavors. But it's definitely growth, man. And we are speaking from experience and just being a fabric of community and knowing what it looks like and knowing how to put things together. So we're just asking now that, a new thing that I'm carrying into this year is I want to make my money and nobody else's money. Okay. So I don't need your money. I'm just want my money, so that's what we're talking about. So yeah, there is a cost attached to it. We're letting you guys know because the party just stopped. We don't want to go under. And the only way you don't go under is if you do have a dollar amount attached to anything that you're doing, because that puts value into it. And I think a couple years ago, we were advised to not really take on really big projects. And I think that was a great advice. I'm very grateful, for that advice. And I think now what he was saying more than anything was, it's going to be a time, and maybe that wasn't a time. Another thing, other than wanting to make my money and nobody else's money, I realized it's my time. It's nobody else's time right now, but my time. Like all your life, you go through life, people tell you, oh, you have potential. You have potential to be that. This is what that potential is. This is, by the way, I don't like people telling me. I don't like that potential.
Let's dive into that. Like, that's what this platform is about. We put our potential together. We know it works.
So I have an issue with the word potential.
Right.
Because I feel like it's a write-off.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you know what I mean?
we know worth, we know potential. Like, we've been doing this, like,
right.
Like,
you know what I'm saying? So
how long? For how long? That's why,
So it's no potential. We're just doing it and doing it correctly. Because a lot of time when people say you have potential, they're writing you like, oh, potential, man. Just keep on working at it. It's like, no, it's my time now. It's Smith time. It's as one time. And it's time to build this platform around those who matters. And yes, we're getting ready to start lobbying. So bring out the pocketbooks and don't be stingy, and not for a good cause, right? For, maybe investing into kids or community and things like that. So we're not just saying, hey, bring a pocketbook out for nothing. This is the first step of lobbying. So, corporate sponsorship. Top dog law. You might get them first though.
Watch, it has to work. I'm speaking to it. It has to work.
Because they be having all the people doing. They work a lot of social media like people. So
it's easy not be tapping. Like, trust me, I'm on the listen. Make sure they get the message.
No message.
But you see, they know their value. They create that niche, and that's somebody that's working in that PR position. That wants to get the message out there. So when we tag them, they better see this. Like, we better get that shit. So I love it because it's real life online, but like. Some people miss the in-person thing and just try to go online. It's like,
nah, you got to lobby, man. And I think that's what we're talking about. So, and another thing we should touch on while we bring this in Columbus, because I'm a Colombian at this point, right? I've been here forever, since the Gus Smacker. You know what Gus Smacker is? You only know the Gus Smacker. But that's what we're talking about, a great event that from my childhood, that was so good. It was in Franklin Park.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to explain like this.
No, it was, so the Gus Smacker was a basketball tournament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they had all the celebrities, all the stars. Bow Wow used to headline the Gus Smacker. He would play the Gus.
Bow Wow?
Yeah, Bow Wow.
Hey, you from here? Hey, sponsor, bro.
Bow, you been talking a lot about Columbus, man. This is what and hands down, Bow, you right. Ain't nobody else bigger than you in the city. You said it. I've been challenging my mans and them to see who else. Listen, Bow, get at us, all right? We already know. I think I might have bust you a few times in a Gus Smacker, but it's all right. That was then. This is now, right? So, but not good events like the Gus Smackers, you would have people like Val pull up. Like, it was a really good, and then after that, they would have some at Franklin Park or something like that. Columbus always had great events and things like that since even the Commons now. The Commons, that's another good people to kind of get with. The comments have a lot of free good events.
Oh, why is it comment like people type in the comments?
No, the comments, Columbus comments. So downtown Columbus, where the city center was, now you really gonna make me sound old. I'm older, right? So I'm from Columbus. So I remember when they had the city center. He from Chicago, so he don't know. I remember the city center, and the city center is no longer. It was a mall. They broke it down and then now have the comments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the comments.
Okay.
So what they do in the comments, they have a bunch of events. So and a lot of times it's free.
You know, I was thinking about start having it there
At the comments?
the first event.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I said.
Maybe
Maybe
take it from the wind. I was thinking about that.
maybe we can deal with them. It's still downtown. That's what I'm saying. Being that we are experienced,
Yeah.
we can bring back experience that people maybe loved or, don't remember. We can even call an event the city center.
Yeah.
People who know what the city center staple back in Columbus, they would love to come to a city center, and maybe we can figure out okay, I'm gonna speak to the city center people. If you had a shop in the city center, leave a comment, let us know about your experience. Cause I remember the city center. I used to go over there all the time. I used to catch the bus. I was from the east side. So I used to catch the bus from the east side, go all the way downtown just to get some Air Forces from the city center. That was one of the hottest malls though. You could, you know what I mean? Cause of course downtown, you mixing it. It was cool.
We bring it back as one.
Yeah. So it's a lot of unique experience that people may have had in the city and maybe now it's forgotten about that we can. Yeah. And then another thing too, it's because we hear these things, right? And as I'm talking, it's just a bunch of stuff coming to my head, but just to highlight the Jazz and Rib Fest. A lot of people saying the ribs not hitting like they want from the city. People stop going to the Jazz and Rib Fest because they're like, man, the ribs ain't hitting like it was. So if you're part of the Jazz and Rib Fest, if you want us to cover it, this is us telling you, you are going to get directly what the people are saying. Email us and let us know because it's very important. I know a few people, I used to go to Jazz and Rib Fest. You know what I used to do? I never stood in the line. I would pay for whoever's in the front of the line to get that. I would pay for their ribs and my ribs.
Yeah.
But I just wait.
Oh, that's that. They ain't gonna do it anyway.
What?
You have people.
Oh, I'm gonna have. Hey, that's hey, if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. If you got it, that's what it is. Right now, I might pay for
clear out.
It's up. But anyway, it's some good things that were really, really, really a staple to Columbus that is like people still know and love. And, they definitely will want to bring those things back. So
yeah, don't be afraid if you're not tech savvy. You have a whole team. So it's like, that's what you're paying for, a whole team. So yeah.
But definitely, man, definitely revitalizing the city and working together, showing you what that looks like. And then at a high volume too, being productive, sharing everything, having a blast. We want to have some cool images out there and of your content. We want to put the best content that you could make. We just want to help shape it and, gear it on the right platform that's been doing it for some time now.
Done for you. See, that's the thing. Like a lot of people are scared. Like you scared, pick up a phone. We have somebody. We'll do everything for you. Just it's gonna be a little pricey, but hey, it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it.
Yeah, it's all, and if you're seriously interested, we're not driven by money, okay? We're driven by ideas.
Yeah.
So don't focus on the money, focus on getting your craft right. And let's work. We're saying, let's work. Let us help curate. Let us help guide, teach us. Cause again, we're not know it all, we want you to teach us how we can better get your idea out into the world that you want and how you want it to be into the world. So those are key components that we want you guys to understand. We're not driven at all by money.
So let's close out in that sense. Like we're not driven by money. So what have we done with that money? Like we were able to raise money, gather people together, and have
great events. Yeah, we have. I mean, yeah, you name it. I mean, if there was a scale and say this was the 5 things you have to hit, I think we've hit all the benchmark. If there was a benchmark, right? If there was a benchmark, I think we as individuals have hit those benchmarks, not only on the podcast aspect, but life, experience. I think if there's a benchmark that will say, hey, give these guys a certificate because you want to make sure you hit this, and that. And I just think our simple fabric of our life shows that what we know, we're dedicated to success and we're dedicated to the people and our guests. And I don't think there's a better team or group of people that you want to be around than those who want to help you. I see a lot of artists now, musician artists, that's what I'm saying now. I've seen a lot of musician artists say no to labels because they don't like the team.
Mm.
So we're telling you, we have a team that will get along great with you, will listen to your idea, will curate it as best as you want it. It still will be your idea.
Yeah.
We're not trying to take away from you.
Nope.
You know, again, we're not driven, we're not money hungry. We want to make sure that the product, again, is worth corporate dollars. That's it. Yeah.
I think that's it. But it's like anything you want to say, like close out. It's like, yeah, we here. Like, I mean, yeah, proof. The proof isn't put in. It's like
I just want to always just, thank you, Smith, for just consistently believing in what we have going on. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Like, thank you. Thank you for consistently putting the brand first. Thank you for checking on me. Thank you for being there for my family. When the cameras go off, I'm really grateful for everybody who helped me at any point in my life. Thank you guys. I just want to say I'm coming into this new era that I'm in with a lot of passion for myself, because I've done a lot and I'm sure and I'm betting on myself. So I'm not taking away from nobody, what nobody have or what nobody has done. I want to say thank you to those who have contributed, but it's just a great thing to, kind of roll that dice and know that it's your dice.
Yeah.
You're betting on yourself. So.
Yeah, I appreciate God for placing us here together. So it's like, hey, God first, and then your support continues. Like, you help me grow. It's like I know what to do, and I'll go back to get the resources. Like, hey, never been disconnection. We had we branded, we worked on some things, personal development, and come back stronger and stronger. So what more can you expect from two educated young black men, diverse black men? So it's like librarian Haitian. So it's like,
For sure.
it's out there. It's like brand. Like we've been doing everything. It's like you see what you get.
See what you get what you see. You either like it or you don't. Okay.
Yeah.
So but have a great year, and we'll see y'all. We'll see y'all as the year progresses. Okay. Like, subscribe, share, comment, email. If you like this and you are a sponsor, you wanna hop on this with us. We're also students. Okay. We're not bigger than the program. Teachers out there, teachers in the space, people who may teach media. We're inviting that. Everything.
Like we got a team. Like all we need is we're not crying for money, but like everything's in place. But the team is there. The structure's like we already. Anyway, we're ready.